Trying to get some information pulled up. I'll be with y'all in 1 second. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to What Up, Shedder? What up? You better get that heated coat, buddy. You better get that heated coat. So we'll be warm. I gotta order me a new one. I couldn't find the charger. I couldn't find the charger to the one I got off of Amazon, so I'm gonna have to buy me a new one. I'm gonna look up the flight information this evening. Um, Hey boy, I've been in the lab with this music. I went and got that USB. I went and got that USB storage device. So let me kick into this. Let me kick into this. I don't want it to be. I don't want to go over 30 minutes here. Okay, I see I got a double speaker. Okay, because I muted that. All right. He says I'm wearing my Falcons gear. Hey, let me know if anybody's tailgating to the Falcons game, man. I would rather go to a tailgate. I wish y'all Falcons fans would um, support y'all team. 100. Believe in y'all Falcons. I know y'all 3-3, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You see, the Steelers travel well, so it is what it is. So, without any further ado, I'm Randy Prentice, the host of Premier Sports Talk. Uh, hey, I just launched a new channel. I got it down in the description. Um, I just launched it today. With YouTube, you have to have over 50 subscribers before the YouTube algorithm will allow a channel to go live. So all I can do currently now is post shorts, which I think I got 7 on there. It's called A Word for You That Heals. Um, I've created some spiritual music um, that I do a premiere praise on once a month. I'm on volume 3. I started working on volume 4 today. But without any further ado, I'm Randy Prentice, the host of Premier Sports Talk. Today I'm gonna give you the NFL preview of Week 8. Um, I'm going to give you the preview. I'm going to let you know what teams is in the bye week because there are a lot of teams that's in the bye week this week. I'm going to give you the NFL matchups with each team's record and what the point spread is because I'm really doing good. I even popped good. Shannon, if you're still in here, I even popped good on some NBA games yesterday. Boy, I don't want to mess up a good thing, so I can't tell anybody my picks. So I've been being blessed. But again, for this NFL Week 8, they got some pretty good games going on. There are currently 6 teams this week that is on a bye week. The NFL Week 8 actually started last night where the San Diego Chargers beat up on the Minnesota Vikings. Um, if you don't know that, now y'all know. But the teams that are NFL teams that's in the bye week this week, they are the Arizona Cardinals, which is currently sitting at 2-5. They're not having a good year. Detroit Lions, that's looking strong, sitting at 5-2. Yeah, Bucks going with it. Yeah, I like what Baker's doing there. I like what Baker's doing. Y'all keep dropping these comments in here. The more people that hit that thumbs up button, it don't cost a thing. The more people that interact, it makes it more interactive and more enjoyable for me, and we'll have a lot better time. And then y'all might get me to talk a little bit of trash. I ain't gonna disrespect your team, but I'm going to poke at your team. So hey, it is what it is. Hey, currently, first of all, I gotta say thank you. Yeah, Hey, Ben played 26. That Shannon Burns, he's a diehard Falcon fan. But I told him before the beginning of the season that I had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning the division. I've been living here in Atlanta since 2003. And I'm at home. Y'all see this Pittsburgh Steelers stuff on my wall back here. I'm a homegrown Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I always tease these Dirty Bird fans here. But, they're 3-3. Maybe they can turn it back around this weekend. They're playing Miami. They're supposed to. Because Miami's been looking like trash. But the teams that are on a bye week in the NFL 8 is the Arizona Cardinals. What's that? 2-5, which they need help. They lost 3 games in the fourth quarter on the last drive. So they really should be 4-3 if you ask me. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up button as y'all come in. Continue to hit that thumbs up button. The Detroit Lions are sitting at 5-2. They've been balling out this year. Jacksonville Jaguars with the #1 NFL pick. They've been up and down. Travis Hunter finally got his first NFL wide receiver touchdown last week. He got his coach to get him the game ball back, and then Travis Hunter posted on social media where he gave that game ball to his newly born son, which was a beautiful thing. Jacksonville Jaguars sitting at 4-3, and that's because of the gameplay of Trevor Lawrence. To me, he hasn't evolved his gameplay to all the hype that he had around his neck. I mean, around his name, but they're 4-3, so at least they're above 500. Las Vegas Raiders has been playing terrible. They're in the bye week this week. They really need it. Geno Smith has been playing like trash. He actually got benched last week. Kenny Pickett, that got drafted by my Pittsburgh Steelers some years back, that was the #1 overall pick, got shipped off to Philadelphia Eagles. He won the backup job in Philadelphia. Eagles won the Super Bowl with them for really not doing anything. I think he got in 2 games last year. He won the Super Bowl ring and got shipped off to the Browns. Went to the Browns, pulled a hamstring. The Browns shipped him off to the Raiders, and Kenny Pickett came in last week because they benched Geno Smith. Kenny Pickett came in and dropped the first fumble snap. So I haven't digged in to see who the Raiders are starting this week. Hopefully they'll give Kenny Pickett a chance and let him start this week. They're sitting at 2-5 also. The Los Angeles Rams with Matthew Stafford, that was having back problems before the season started, getting him epidural shots in his back. He's been balling out. The Los Angeles Rams are sitting at 5-2. I'm giving y'all the teams that's in the bye week before I get into the matchups. The Seattle Seahawks, they've been doing good too. They're sitting at 5-2 also with Sam Arnold. Sam Arnold, comeback. He actually was a comeback player last year when he balled out with the Minnesota Vikings. Was able to get a big contract with the Seattle Seahawks, and then Matt Jones with the turf toe injury to Brock Purdy. He's out again this week. Matt Jones has turned his career around. He was originally drafted by the New England Patriots, played like trash when he was up there with Bill Belichick. He's on the San Francisco 49ers, and Shanahan, he can take any quarterback and make him a winner. He's proven that. That's what the daggone Cleveland Browns need, a coach that can develop quarterbacks, because Kevin Stefanski has been trash. He's been there for 6 years with any quarterback that he has had, but I'll talk about that later. Like I said, Seattle Seahawks is sitting at 5-2. So let's get into the matchups. Like I said, we all know. If you don't know, you're about to know. The Chargers finally turned their 2-game losing streak around and beat the Minnesota Vikings last night. They tore them up. The Buffalo Bills surprisingly lost to those Dirty Birds, Atlanta Falcons. We got to give Atlanta Falcons their credit. They beat up on the Buffalo Bills. Nobody's seen that but those Dirty Birds fans that was repping their team. I was shocked. I lost a little side wager on that, but on any given Sunday, any team can be beat. Buffalo Bills, they're sitting at 4-2. That's going going against the Carolina Panthers. Bills are traveling into North Carolina to see if they can go in there and beat the Carolina Panthers. Now, since the Panthers, since the Bills took the Falcons lightly, they shouldn't be going to Carolina, y'all, and and taking the Panthers lightly because they'll mess around and get upset again. But again, as y'all tap in, the ask is just hit that thumb up button. It'll help push the channel out. Let me know who your team is, what city you in. Talk to me. You're listening with me. Talk to me. Let's have a good time here. And the goal is to wrap this up in 30 minutes. You know, that's the time span here. Who we got here? Who we got here? We got the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams be turning his NFL career around with the new hire of Coach Johnson that came from the Detroit Lions. He's turned Caleb Williams' ball playing around. He's really playing good. The Chicago Bears is taking on the misery-prone uh, Baltimore Ravens. You know, I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm cool with the Ravens losing. I'm cool. I need us to win the division. We're hitting the heart, and you know, our first couple of games. I don't want to talk about the Steelers yet. The Ravens are sitting at 1-5. The Chicago Bears are sitting at 4-2. That point spread is the Bears are favored by 6.5 points. I got to give you those point spreads so I ain't got to go back and track. Only reason why I give y'all these point spreads, I'll let y'all know what the point spreads are. Y'all do with that information as you wish. I do something socially on the side, and it's been paying dividends, and that's all I'll say about that. The Buffalo Bills are favored by 7 points because I forgot to say it. The Bills are favored by 7 points over the Carolina Panthers, and again, those Bears are favored by 6.5 points over the Ravens. I know Lamar Jackson's been back in practice this week. When I get off of here, I got to check and see if they updated their injury roster to see if he's going to be playing in the game. Because with the Browns overtopping them, they need to try to get their season back on track. So if Lamar Jackson can come back, hopefully he does. I want to talk about these Cleveland Browns last, so I'm gonna go on to the Dallas Cowboys. All my Dallas Cowboy fans, America's team supporters that subscribe to the channel, I salute y'all. I respect y'all. The Dallas Cowboys got a three wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. They're going against the Denver Broncos. They are playing away. Who's favored in that game? The Broncos are actually favored by 3.5 points, and I think that's probably because of the Cowboys are traveling to them, and then they got that altitude issue up there. The Cowboys may not be able to hold up out there with that high altitude up there. Um, the Green Bay Packers, the 4-1 Green Bay Packers. Now I can talk about my Pittsburgh Steelers. Are going against my 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm worried about that game. I'm worried about that game. I'm worried about that game. Um, it is a home game for us. We lost the game last week to the Cincinnati Bengals, and y'all may be saying, how could we lose to the Cincinnati Bengals when Joe Burrow is out because of a turf toe? We didn't lose to them because that backup quarterback was playing. That Andrew Berry traded damn Joe Flacco over to the Bengals, and Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and old man Joe tore our ass up last week, and they beat us 33-31. Both quarterbacks, it was the battle. I called it was the battle of the OGs last week between the two quarterbacks. Joe Flacco was 40. Aaron Rodgers is 41, and the difference in that game was that DK Metcalf kept on pretty much our only real wide receiver is DK Metcalf. He targets him all the time. We got another wide receiver that was out, Austin. I saw some highlights of him. He's back at practice. I believe he's playing in this game, so that'll give us some help in this game against the Packers. You know, we're playing at home, Sunday night football. I'm looking forward to that. So, of course, here we go, Steelers. I'm rocking with them. The Steelers, my Steelers. Actually, Green Bay's coming into Pittsburgh, and Green Bay is favored. What? Green Bay's favored by 3 points in that game. We got a better kicker than Green Bay. So either way I go, I'm taking my Pittsburgh Steelers. Those Dirty Birds are playing. Atlanta Falcons is playing the 1-5 uh, Miami Dolphins. They're all discombobulated, got all kind of problems going on. The Falcons is sitting on 3-3. They better not lose that game. I'm talking about to all you Dirty Bird fans. Y'all Falcons are favored by 7.5 points. I would not take Miami in the 7.5 points because Miami is terrible against the run. They showed that last week against the Browns. They could not stop the run. And then the Falcons got DJ Robinson. He's a baller. Matter of fact, I picked him in Prize Pit. He's gonna provide me some dividends on his total yards. He's gonna get. So like again, the Falcons are favored by 7.5 points that game. The 2-5 New York Giants are going against the 5-2 Eagles. Now, if y'all don't recall, the Giants beat the Eagles the first game, so it's time for these Eagles to try to get their payback. The Giants are playing in Philly. Philly, even though the Giants beat them last time, the Eagles are favored at home by 7.5 points. Eagles are favored at home against the New York Giants by 7.5 points. We'll see. I still got Philly in that game, y'all. I got Philly. All right, New York Jets. They got rid of the coaches. They got rid of Aaron Rodgers. They put Justin Fields, gave him a new contract. He got benched last week. He's playing bad. There's all kind of talk in New York with the Jets on social media, on the radio, on these big sports channel networks. I said I don't want ShedeurSanders with the Browns no more, but there's big talk to where the Jets is trying to get Shedeur. And if they give him the right draft picks, Andrew Berry is going to let him go. But I don't know. I think that's a little quarrel between the owner, Jimmy Haslam, and Andrew Berry. We're going to see how bad they want Shedeur. Because Shedeur may end up getting drafted by the Jets. I think they're probably going to have to give up a fourth-round draft pick to get Shedeur. And I know they want that Garrett Wilson, that wide receiver. So if the Jets give up Garrett Wilson, he's a #1 wide receiver, and they give up a fourth-round draft pick, Shedeur may be going to the Jets. But we'll see. I just don't want him with a bad organization. The Cincinnati Bengals are playing the 0-7 Jets. The Bengals are 3-5. I don't see the Bengals losing the game. Old man Joe, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins going to be balling out. The Jets are favored only by 6.5 points. I thought it would be a lot bigger, but the Jets are favored by 6.5 points. All right, we got the 49ers. The 5-2 49ers are playing against the 2-4 Texans. They really haven't been able, Stroud ain't really been able to play good since his first year. You know, they say they had the QB slumps last year, but the 49ers are sitting at 4-2. The Houston Texans are sitting at 2-4. The Texans are 1.5 point favorites. What? They got the Texans favored over 49ers. Matt Jones has been balling out, y'all. That ain't happening. That is not happening. 49ers will beat the Houston Texans. Sorry if I got any Texas fans that's going to watch this later. Those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, I got them winning the division down here, the NFC South. Tampa Bay Buccaneers sitting at 5-2. Baker Mayfield is having an MVP season. They're going against the New Orleans Saints. They're playing down there in New Orleans against the 1-6 Saints. Of course, the Bucs are going to win. Y'all know that. But what you didn't know is they only got the Buccaneers favored by 4.5 points. What's going on? Why is Vegas being so stingy on the points. I'm surprised about that, y'all. All right, NFL #1 draft pick, Cam Ward. They fired the coach. The team ain't been doing good. He hasn't been playing too good. The Tennessee Titans are sitting at 1-6. They're playing the balling team, taking everybody surprised. The Indianapolis Colts are at 6-1. Sitting at 6-1, y'all. Sitting at 6-1. Colts ain't losing that game. That would be a big upset. Big upset. I see you, Shannon. You seen it? Yeah, y'all. I gotta go back up there. I'm gonna go back to the Falcons. But the Colts are 14-point favorites over the Titans. Don't y'all be crazy. Y'all better not take the Titans in them 14 points. I believe the Colts gonna tear the Titans out the box. And then Monday Night Football, we got the Washington Commanders. They're sitting at 3-4. Jalen Daniels been hurt, in and out with his knee injury, playing the Kansas City Chiefs. They're finally getting back on track. The Chiefs are sitting at 4-3. The Chiefs are favored by 12.5-point favorites. And I think that is because Jalen Daniels ain't playing this game. Marcus Mariota's starting this game, but they're not giving the Commanders a chance against the Chiefs. I won big with Travis Kelce last week, y'all. I won real big. Real big. Man, Shannon, y'all ain't playing nobody. The Falcons is playing the Dolphins. Y'all supposed to win. Now, if y'all mess around and lose, y'all dirty birds wins. I'm gonna be messing with y'all. I'm gonna be messing with you Falcons fans. I'm definitely gonna be messing with you Falcons fans. But I gave you the 6 teams that was on a bye. I told you I wanted to keep it to 30 minutes. Hey, in the description, like I said, I just launched a new channel this morning. I can't go live on there it's until I get at least 50 subscribers. If you can hit that link, hit subscribe. It's going to be spiritual motivation to get you through whatever storms you're going through. It could be depression. It could be financial battles. It could be mental issues. You could be going through something with your health. But the channel's called A Word for You That Heals. You can go to @DivineGP3. Like I said, it's in the description. If you can help get that channel launched out, all I can do is post shorts now. But I think each and every one of the 2,500 subscribers, Ethan Jackson. Okay, it's okay to hate on the Steelers, but who's your team? Let me know who you must be a Baltimore Raven fan. Oh, I see it. I ain't got these glasses on, but I see that logo. Okay. I love the Ravens talking stuff to my Steelers. It is what it is. But y'all ain't doing nothing this year. You know, we hitting the toughest part of our schedule, but I still think we can still win the AFC North. I do believe with old man Rodgers, as long as he can stay healthy, that we are going to get a playoff win. And I believe we may be able to get to the AFC Championship. I like to see old man Rodgers. I would like to see old man Rodgers go off into the sunset. Because he said this is his last year. I'd like to see him hoist up another Lombardi trophy. Y'all, once y'all lose this weekend, Ravens fan, Mr. Jackson, y'all going to be playing to get better draft picks next year. It is what it is. We ain't going 9-8 this year. Oh no, we ain't going 9-8 this year. Hey, Ethan, you up in Baltimore? But hey, much respect to the Ravens. Much respect. Imano. We always know that's a bloodbath when we play each other. Ain't no love lost. You know, that's like Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. It is what it is. But hey, got over 25,000 subscribers. Matter of fact, 2,632, I think. Before I came on air, the goal that I set for myself was to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of this month. I haven't been pushing out a lot of shorts. I really haven't been going on here live, um, one-on-one like this. I'm going to be doing more lives. I want to connect with each and every one of you that subscribe to the channel, get to have a personal connection, build a Premier family that already subscribed to the channel and got a seat at the Premier table. And I like the more the interaction to see, the more enthusiasm it builds up to me. And I just like, talking with you all. But you know what, Ethan? Even if we go 9-8 again, that's enough to win the division. And y'all ain't going there. Y'all ain't hitting 9-8. Y'all 1-5. Y'all about to go 1-6. So ain't no way y'all running off a lot of wins. What do you say? What do you think y'all record's gonna be? I'm gonna say 10-7, winning the division. There's 17 games in the season. We're gonna go 10-7. We're gonna win the AFC North. Um, Actually, we need to go 11-6, Mr. Jackson. I ain't gonna call you Miss Jackson, Mr. Jackson. I think we're gonna go 11-6, win the AFC North, and we need an AFC bye. Watch, listen to me. I'm gonna be on here for the rest of the NFL. Yeah, oh yeah, we're going 11-6. Sometimes you got to speak things into existence. So you tell me what you think your team's gonna be. Whoever's tapped in here, do me a favor, y'all. Do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Share the channel with somebody who may like sports talk. I have to get on here early because there's some other big time channels that come on at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. So I got to get in where I fit in because I don't try to compete with those other channels because they really have a really, really big, strong following. So I just got out of the basement. I'm on the first floor. I'm gonna just keep rising and rising and reaching for the stars, reaching for the skies. What? Hold on, Shannon. Y'all need Lewis and Ed Reed back to get this season back. Oh man, I like that trash talking in there. Hey, Ethan, you see what Shannon? He talking on you, man. He talking to you. Represent your Ravens. He said it's gonna take for the Ravens to bring Ed Reed back and Ray Lewis back for y'all to have a chance to get to the playoffs. And he don't mean for y'all, for Ray Lewis and Ed Reed to come back to get on the playing field to coach y'all team. That's what needs to happen. Well, you know what? Ye of little faith. Jackson, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Shannon and all those Falcons fans. Hey Ethan, the motto is in Atlanta for the Falcons. Next year, next year, next year. I've been here since 2003. I retired here in the military in 2003. And every year I hear them Falcons fans, wait till next year. Falcons ain't did nothing since they lost in the NFC Championship here in Atlanta to the San Francisco 49ers. They ain't done nothing since then. When they had Colin Kaepernick came into Atlanta and beat those Dirty Birds. Shannon don't like me bringing that up, but it's always wait till next year. Who you think is the best NFC team right now? I would have said Philly, but Philly be off and on. Tampa Bay. I'm a Baker supporter. I like how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is playing. They lost last week. Tampa Bay got a lot of players injured. The Cowboys, even though I'm a big time Steelers fan, Dak Prescott has been balling out. Dak Prescott has been balling out. He's having an MVP type year. Uh, George Pickens, that came from Pittsburgh Steelers, he's been balling out with that deep ball. Um, Cowboys' record is 3-3-1. They're sitting right underneath Philly. Anybody can come out of that division. but we'll see. Yeah, Cowboys is doing that thing. You know, I ain't got I ain't got nothing but much respect for the Cowboy fans. When I launched this channel, um, I did a who you with challenge. I used the Steelers, the Falcons, the Cowboys. It was only three teams to see who would be the show the most support on my channel, and over 500 American team subscribers has subscribed to Premier Sports. So I got a bigger appreciation for those Dallas Cowboy fans and America's team. So I may poke at them, but I'll never disrespect them. You know, AFC right now, the Colts are balling out. You're right. The Colts are balling out. 6-1. I didn't see it coming. I don't think any of y'all saw it coming. Daniel Jones been balling out. You know, got to give credit where credit is due. He's turning his season around also, just like Aaron Donald did this year. We'll see if they can keep riding out. But it's crazy what the Colts are doing. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. You know, and you know what? Back in the day when we had Ben Roethlisberger, my Steelers, um, it was always, and when Peyton Manning was playing, of course, that was some years back. We always played them um, in the AFC North Championship, and it was always a last-minute drive where we ended up beating them Colts. Oh, the Colts is winning more than 9 games this year. I think they're gonna go at least 10. I think the Colts is gonna have at least 10 wins. At least 10 wins. Hey, well, y'all in here? Talk to me in here. I got. What? Hey, there's a Coach Prime saying. He had his Tubi show before he was. He got a show on Tubi. Um, his own show with Roxy before he was battling cancer. It's called I Got Time Today. So this evening is Friday night. I ain't got nothing going this evening. I don't think there's no college games on that I want to see. But just a couple updates for any of you that may be watching for the first time. I'm the host, Randy Prentice of Premier Sports Talk. I come on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Mondays and Fridays, I give you NFL content. Wednesdays, I give you college football, top 12 rankings with my man, Shannon Burns, that's in the chat if he's still here. He's been coming on. I send the link to him. He's been coming on live. Ethan, if you're free, I would love for you to either come on live with me. I'll send you the link on this NFL content. If you're free on a Wednesday, you can tap in. I can send you a link on that too. I give the college football top 12 rankings. I start from 12. We go all the way up to number 1. I give you the current week matchups and what the point spread is on that. And like I said, I give y'all the point spread information. So if any of you like to do things socially with that, you have that information and you decide what you want to do with it. But I've been cashing in some dividends. Things have been good. Sell more what it is. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I got to get on here. I got to get on here a lot more, man. I got to get on here a lot more live. Got the subscribers like crazy. Oh, I didn't know my audio was low. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. I did not know that. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I didn't know my audio was low. What time is it? 7:33? B Watts about to come on here. Hey, but Selmo. Okay, y'all can hear me. Cool. Selmo, I got my tickets. Even if you don't go to the game, for that Pittsburgh Steelers Browns game in December, maybe, you know, you could lead me to where a tailgate is. I fly in that morning. I plan on checking into the hotel, leaving there. I want to go to a tailgate, go to a game, and then I'm free after that, and then I fly out the next morning. So we need to connect. I know I got your email from a while back when you were showing me your gear, your merchandise that you sell out there. It would be good to connect so I can get some of that merch off of you too. What state are you in? I'm currently here in Atlanta, Georgia. But my Steelers. I haven't been to a live game in a minute, so I'm trying to get my Shannon, if he's still in here. He homegrown Georgia man. I wanted them to tailgate, man. I want to show y'all a live game reaction. Atlanta Falcons tailgate. Them tailgates is off the chain, y'all. I'm here to tell you, the Falcons have the best tailgate. Period. Oh, you on vacation down there? Okay. What part of Florida are you in, Ethan? Tell me what part of Florida you in. Oh, you on vacation in Florida and you don't know what part of Florida you in. Y'all, that's a laughing matter. Hey, as long as you enjoying yourself, hopefully the weather's good. Okay, okay. South, I ain't never heard of that. I need to laugh at my damn self. I ain't never heard of Palo Island. When I get off of here, I'm gonna tap into that. I'm gonna tap into that. I'm gonna tap into that. Hey, but again, appreciate you, Shannon, dropping in. Uh, Ethan, if you're ever free on a Wednesday evening, and if you want to join the live airing, I can send you the link. Okay, cool, cool. I don't mind. I want to get more interaction. I know Shannon's down on Wednesdays. I got all these subscribers. I'm gonna push these watch hours because I want to get a premier team with at least two other people to go live with, um, at least once out the week. You know, y'all decide. Well, I know Shannon's good for Wednesdays on the college football top 12 rankings. If I can get two people to come on with me um, for the NFL, would greatly appreciate it. Um, I will be again live NFL game reactions. 1 o'clock at Sports Cafe here in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, Even though my Steelers don't play till Sunday night on Sunday Night Football, Colorado Buffaloes play late. It's at 10 o'clock, 10:15 game. It doesn't come on till then. I gotta ask Love and Liberty and Rob the Man. Oh, it's an away game, so they're not going to be there. That's an away game, so I can't tap in with them. So um, I just got a brand new laptop. My other one crashed out, so I'll be able to do some other things on here. But thank you all for blessing the channel. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you all for dropping comments in here. I truly appreciate it. Ethan, um, go to my description link. It has my email. Shoot me an email um, so we can connect. And thank you all for supporting. The ask is to hit that thumbs up button. And then I'll see you when I see you. And may your days and your weekend be blessed. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. And if you didn't know, now you know. I'm Randy Prentice of Premier Sports Talk. See you when I see you again.